Christoph Horstel's on the line now. Let's talk about something completely different. Germany is considering deploying up to 170 soldiers as part of the NATO mission to set up those Patriot air defence missiles on the Turkish border with Syria, despite more than 60% of Germans being against the move, according to a poll last week. More now than with government and business consultant Christoph Horstel in Berlin. I gather he's on the line. Hi, Christoph. Good to see you tonight.
Hi there.
Is Germany trying to show it's a faithful NATO member? Then why is it getting involved like this?
Well, what we have here is that our Chancellor, Mrs. Merkel, is obviously preparing for a battle about power in Germany next year. That's the election campaign, which is starting internationally by over-fulfilling and prematurely fulfilling Washington's wishes by sending a Patriot system or two of these batteries to Turkey, which is completely against the will of the people. And 60%, by the way, is, I think, not the correct figure. It should be 70%, but I think there was a little change in the background, in the back office of that institution that made the poll.
The deployment of German and Dutch Patriot systems is due to be voted on them by those nations' parliaments later this week. Will Germany ignore its people's sentiments, do you think?
Again, please?
That the proposal to bring in those missiles is due to be voted on by the parliaments later this week. Do you think Germany will ignore the sentiments, the German population?
You see, this is a regular tradition nowadays that the parliament overrides the wish of the people. So many people here do not trust the parliament, they do not trust the government, and they do not trust the media. And what we have here is, 80% were against the Afghanistan issue, and we sent our troops against the wishes. Then we are, paying into the bankrupt euro currency against 80% of the wishes of the people. And now we are sending these Patriot systems, and that, by the way, and I made a mistake in the past, I said after Syria it's Iran now. In fact, after Syria it's also Russia. Russia will be under attack from NATO from within, through foreign agents, and that is a very bad situation. And unfortunately, I think it's a waste of time to talk to the Assad government, which is, unconsultable.
Rebels have been making gains in recent weeks, seizing armed bases across Syria. Can the Assad government battle both the militias and the Western political pressure now all at once, do you think?
You see, nowadays with the modern ways we had, look at me, for example. I am working only with alternative media in Germany. With the last trip to Damascus, I had more than 2 million spectators without investing a single penny of money. And that can happen, at a much larger scale if things are done well. But unfortunately, countries like Iran and Russia are conducting foreign policy in the style 80 years ago. And they have nothing as a counterweight to what NATO is doing within Russia, within Iran, and of course within Syria, militarily so. We have talked about this at length in the past. So with this kind of imbalance of means, of course, there's no good to be had.
Well, another thought I'd like to pick your brains on. US intelligence said today that it spotted the movement of chemical weapons parts in recent days in Syria. Is there any reason for Turkey to worry about that?
No reason for Turkey to worry about that. What Syria is certainly doing is trying to make sure that no foreign agent, how well equipped ever, can get into the possession of these weapons. That is the main concern of the Syrian government. Of course, they're not planning to use it against foreign enemies in their territories, no way. And all these things are, I think, kind of invention of foreign and Western propaganda.
All right, thanks ever so much for your thoughts. Christoph Horstel, it's appreciated.